Aquarius, welcome back. We're here to do your update for August 2022. Yes, your energy is looking very interesting. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. Yes, we do cover your star signs online via my website should you want extra content. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into the energy update. And after I've channeled the messages, I have pulled additional cards, and it does cover your love, health, wealth, and career. Okay, so we'll get into it. Okay, it feels as though you're coming into the month of August almost knowing something is shifting. Okay, and I kind of get this feeling it's almost like you thought something in the past was going to work out a lot better than it did. And I do feel spiritually, especially this month, it's very transformative for you. You can be getting a little bit tense, but yet again, I do feel it's almost like you know that you have to make some hard decisions with certain things. And so to a degree, you're operating very Saturnian. You're sort of coming through the gate with this inner wisdom. I do feel for some reason you're actually testing a situation, and I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I kind of feel you're very psychic at the moment. It feels deeply intuitive. You're getting to a point where you're going to, like I said, you could be really quite stressed. You could be getting to a point that you're feeling as though your instincts and your personal space is being invaded. But I do directly feel you're going to be maybe a little bit abrupt, okay? I do think that's going to settle down, but I feel if somebody's really pushing you, somebody's bugging you, I feel that the world's on your shoulder at the moment. I do feel something that you did in the past you may be revisiting, but at the same time, I also feel spiritually that you might have thought something was going to turn out a little bit better than it did, but you've changed direction, and I feel you've done it just in the nick of time. And I feel that the direction that you're taking, you're going to be doing something very different, but you could be returning to a situation to give it a try again. And this can be, it's almost your instincts were telling you, yes, that should have been the route you were going. But again, I do feel whatever you went into, you were hoping it was going to be better than it actually turned out to be. Even though psychically and intuitively, you may have picked up that maybe that was something you should leave alone just for the interim. Now, I do feel that how you're dealing with it, it's very leveled up. It's very, okay, we need to get down to business. We need to get these things done. We don't have time to waste. It feels really go, go, go. There could be a lot of changes happening in your world. This can be where you live. It might be with your job. It can be with, it just feels a lot. It feels extra. I also feel something inside of you, and you could have more offers than you know. And I think, I don't know why I'm getting this with you guys, but it feels like there's going to be multiple offers. And whatever these offers are, you know, it's really funny how sometimes we can psychologically think something is going to go a certain way. We put all our intentions into it and our intuition. And then when we pull the pin back and we go, okay, that didn't work. And it's sort of like when you give up, it's like all these solutions come towards you. And I think the cloudiness can be, gee, you know, you could have more options than you think, Tales. And I really do think this is in various areas of your life. I do feel in the first 2 weeks of August 2022, it can be extremely tense. You will be not short of something to do. Let me put it that way. I'm seeing a lot of paperwork. I'm seeing a lot of busyness, but what you're moving towards is the ultimate happiness. If you've got a plan of action now and you're like, right, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to get in, I'm going to dive in the deep end, I'm going to make it happen. I think you're going to have to be pretty grounded, because the things pulling on you, if you're not organized and structured, you know, you can really lead to burnout. And I do feel there could be some sense of a pushback. I do feel somebody's going to tell you something. They're going to kind of pull you aside. They're going to be giving you some advice and be talking to you candidly. And I do think this is a place of heart. And I do feel this is somebody that you deeply respect. This could be a friend. It might be... it feels somebody who you trust. I'll just leave it at that. I won't go too far into it because I don't want to kind of compartmentalize. But psychically, I'm saying this person is sort of pulling you aside. It's of daylight. It doesn't feel nighttime. And they're having a talk to you. But they can see what's going on. You guys are in sync mentally. So I feel you'll receive whatever the information is because you're both on the same wavelength. So it's going to be kind of like a secretive conversation. You're going to have a bit of a chat. Both very logical. Yeah, you're actually coming through a little bit like Virgo. It's like you're having a reality check and you're getting frustrated. It's almost like if people aren't kind of working together, you don't have any time for it. There also can be this really huge celebration that you guys can be experiencing this month, and it can feel like this grand entry, or maybe this it could be a party you're going to. It could be, I kind of feel it's like a breakthrough. It's a celebration of some description. With this celebration, I think it's going to be your heart's desires. And that's not to say through the month we're not going to have pockets of gnarliness. I really do feel we are. But it kind of feels that in the long term, it's going to be worth it, if that makes sense. I'm getting that the arduous, tedious energy you're going through is for a direct reason. So it's not going to be for nothing, but there is going to be some sense of celebration. I also feel that the things, God, you guys do go in all in, don't you? You could be putting a lot on your plate, Aquarius, okay? Because this feels you have plans, baby. You're like, oh, I want my body in order. I want my emotions in order. I want my friendship groups in order. I want my home in order. It's like you literally are going through the gate. Like, I just want to get it done now, okay? I just want this done now. And I think if people are messing with you, you're just going to put your bloody foot down. There's excitement once this happy situation comes through. And I think it's almost like you get a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough with something that you're dealing with. And because you get that breakthrough, I think it kind of gives you this added oomph to get things done. I also feel around particular individuals, you're going to be a little bit defiant. And that may be in the area of, no, it's relationship. It's more coming through relating to relationships. So that can be if people are really pushing you, if people are really judging you, or, not getting that you have things to do and they don't understand. There is stress. Especially for those of you that have kids, you could be a little bit grumpy in the first 2 weeks. It's like, right, get into line. This is what we need to do. I just feel it's very regimented. It's like, we have to get this done. You need to move. You need to move. There could be some anxious energy going on. You might need to request, and I feel you have. I feel your pain. You might have requested people to give you a hand with things. You might have suggested to individuals what the solution would be to the problem, and they're not listening, and it's frustrating you. So I feel with that, you're just like, you're coming through, and I think it's pretty much after the full moon, you're sort of to the point, look, get out of my way. If I have to, I'll bloody do it myself. But I do think something is really good that's happening, and it's sort of like, it kind of lifts the spirits enough just to keep you going. Now, I do feel also you kind of get a hunch. I really do feel this is very psychic for you guys, and I really want you guys this month to please trust your instincts. Now, there's a difference between instincts and paranoia. I do feel what you're trying to do, you're going to need to trust your instincts. Fear-based frequency and avoidance, that's different to instincts. This really does feel like instincts. This is, okay, I'm keeping my eye on this situation, or my intuition is guiding me to do this. I feel I'm needing to address X, Y, and Z. And I feel because you're doing that, you're actually ahead of a lot, right? I feel something is coming to an end, and that could actually be a circumstance that you're dealing with that is quite tedious. It also can be trying to tuck in and get everything done in time to get all your ducks in a row for all this movement. But I really feel there's changes around your home environment. There's changes around your wealth, your stress levels, which we will get into that in a moment. But somebody's peeping you off, and you're going to test it. You're going to test the situation. I do feel there's going to be a little bit of a push-pull this month, and there could be somebody that is a little bit jealous. Again, this could be a friend. It could be a colleague. I don't feel you have time for it. I feel you're intuitive enough. You know this person well. This is somebody that you know well, and it sort of does feel like you're pushing back. We do need to be careful of not being grumpy, but I'm really not finding that. That's a deep problem for you, because I do feel you're quite, focused on getting things done. You don't have time for gossip. You don't have time for the drama. So if somebody's, kind of going to that level, I sort of feel you just don't have time for it. I feel in a circumstance that you're dealing with, you feel you're on a time frame. Okay. My guides are showing me you're on a time frame. You will know what that means. I also feel that you're noticing that you're changing and you're actually accepting of it for a first time in a long time. You know, this might not come through right away. No, it actually feels it's going to. Yeah, I feel you're just noticing that you've changed. Something in you has changed. I do feel you're going to reach out to a few people. This could be some people that you haven't talked to in a while, and you might want to dig deep with them into how you have changed. But I feel you're having this revelation to do with your life and to do with your inner connections and how they were operating, what was going on with that. I also feel with your stress levels, I do feel you're turning over a new leaf. Now, in the area of love, those of you that have had issues and insecurities or feeling of betrayals and people not addressing it, you know, you're going to be raising the benchmark this month. And I do feel it's almost like if you feel you're cheating yourself out of a happy life, this is where the question mark is going to come from. I don't necessarily feel it's a partner cheating. But there could have been a wound previously relating to such. But I'm kind of feeling it's like you're going to have a lot of offers this month, Aquarius. And so this is going to help you realize that you are worth it, Darls. But it's also looking at what your value system is, what you deeply, you know, feel about a circumstance inside of your love life, because I don't feel it's a partner cheating. Look, for some of you, yes, it can be, but I feel it's more to do with the fact that you feel that you want the whole cake, right? You could be attracting a lot of interest, but I also feel that your unhappiness in waves and ebbs over the years, because it has been over the years, up and down, you have changed so much that you're finding that bliss. You're finding what is hot and what's not. You're very determined. I feel you're going to make some really great friends this month. And I really feel some old friends from the past are coming back. You're going to be reviewing a lot of maybe the plans that you had that you wanted to achieve. And I really feel from an emotional point of view, you could be a little bit nervous about speaking your truth. But you're actually seeing the opposite side of the coin. But I do feel in love. Get ready, because I really feel there's going to be a lot of offers. Now, in your career, I feel you know, some of you may be feeling as though, okay, am I in the right industry? And I do predict that some of you may have already done that transition. Others of you, it can be that you're getting pay rises. It might be that you're transitioning to a new job or you're taking on a new role. And yes, this can be kind of like, you know, right at the last hour, trying to make that kind of wave moving through. But I do feel there's an enhancement when it does come to money. So for some of you, you could be getting a pay rise. But I feel if something's a real headache, you need to address it, and you need to look at it and be really perfectly honest with yourself. I do feel there's tension, but the tension can be at a personal level, not necessarily that your career is an issue. But I feel to be very careful. You know, looking at the documents, try and have the confidence, because you actually do have such gifts. And I feel you need to really realize what those gifts are. And that, yes, we do sometimes start at the bottom, but we're moving forward. But I feel you could be really, really looking at things and going, okay, is this going to suit me? Is this what I need? I feel it's working okay. I feel it's more that you're having to cast a critical eye on it. You're really, it seems now you want the balance of both worlds. You want the money, but you also want the health. Okay. So it's like you're looking at it and going, yeah, no, it'd be really great to have a lot of money, but is that bringing harmony? Is that balancing in my routine? So I think you're looking at the career area in a more practical sense. And I think it's helping you to slow down to review. And definitely, I would say review, read the contracts, make sure you know what you're getting into. But also, it feels very traditional in nature. Okay, I need to go in this way. And that's sort of how I'm seeing it play out. Now, in your wealth zone, you're freaking the heck out, some of you. And you do need to calm down, because what I do see is there is wealth coming in. Try to not say you curse. Try to not feel that, you know, oh my gosh, why is this going wrong? Because I'm actually seeing it's springing you into action and you're doing something right in the nick of time. So I do feel it's going to balance out, but there could be some kind of fear-based frequency that maybe you're going to be without. at a physical level and a beauty level, you are throwing out the baby with the bathwater. You're turning over a new leaf. Now, yes, some of you may emotionally eat this month, and it can come in ebbs and flows. But I do feel at a foundation level, once those things are settled, I kind of get the gist that these things are going to get to a point that you're going to get your life back on track with that, if that's been something that's really affecting you. I do feel you need to drink more water. I'm also seeing if there is sort of like, you're going from one extreme to another. Balance your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, because I do feel there can be extremes when it does come to the wellness. This can be through working hard, and you're getting burnt out, or it could be due to emotional eating, emotional drinking, and we do need to be careful of those pacifiers, especially because we do have a conjunction happening at the first day of the month, and we do have during the month Uranus and Taurus. So really being careful around your nerves and eating healthy and staying balanced so that you can have that wellness moving forward. We will check in with you during the month. Please come through. We cover the twin flame path. If you do want mid-month energy and the beginning astrologically, you can join my website. We have a freebie section as well as a VIP edition. Take care, beautifuls.